Welcome in, Minnesota high school football fans. I am here with a couple players from the Elk River Elks who will be on Friday against Chanhassen at 2 o'clock at the bank. Hello, and can you guys introduce yourselves?
Brecken Keoraj, number 3, running back DB. I'm a senior.
Gavin Schmidt, number 28, running back linebacker, and I'm also a senior.
All right, let's kick it off. Let's just talk about your season as a whole. Obviously, 450 rush yards per game around there. That's wild. And you guys are 10-1 so far. What has been the I don't know the title? If you guys had to name your season so far, what would it be?
I think this year's really been a statement season for us. Coming back off of last year was kind of our rebuild season. I know a lot of people weren't looking too heavily on us, and we kind of knew the talent that we had going into our roster and the potential that we had as a team, and we just kind of had to prove that to the state. And I think through our schedule, it's a tougher schedule, and through our games, we've just kind of had to show the state kind of who we are as a team and really set the tone going into the state tournament.
Yeah, just to add to that, like from last year, we had a lot of injuries that kind of, I would say, affected our season a lot. And this year, those guys coming back, the few that did get injured, it did help us a lot. And then showing the state who we are, and not as like Elk River was bad last year, they're not going to be good this year. Like, we want to show people that we're better than they perceive us as.
Talking about the uniqueness of this offense, it's widely known around the state. Some people might not know, like the option nature of and just how deceiving, how difficult it is to stop this offense. By the looks of it, one of the things that I was thinking about is how important is it to like stay on schedule in this offense, because you guys are explosive, but with this type, if you get backed up, if penalties start to derail you, which I think I kind of saw. I only went to one of your guys' games, and it was the Andover. I think it was you guys' homecoming. Andover beat you guys, and I think I saw a little of that come to play. If you guys get in behind the sticks, or maybe even getting behind in the scoreboard, and then like putting pressure on yourselves to catch up. Is that fair to say?
I think just really our mindset as a team is the only people that can beat us is ourselves. And I think through every game we've seen that so far. Really week 4 playing Andover, we had way too many mistakes, way too many turnovers. And then in that huddle, in that offensive huddle, when we're going through that all those penalties, we just kind of have the mindset of one play can change the whole game around, and then we can be back to where we're comfortable.
Yeah, and another thing, like, our offense is very universal, I guess you could say. Like, if one play doesn't work, we have 3 other targets. If we got 4 different targets in the backfield, technically 6 if you count our tight ends. And I think that what Brecken said, one play does change the game. We can give it to Brecken one of the plays. Next play goes to Carson Clef in our left half, and then he's up in the house. So, yeah.
I would just want to talk about this Andover thing, just because I think did they beat you last year in, like, was it the section
final? Yeah.
Yeah. And it seems like I went back the last like 3 years. It seems like every time you play Andover, it's like somebody's scoring over 50, and it's usually a close game. Why is that?
A lot of the time it is a shootout between us two, because we know they can't stop our offense, and we also struggle to stop their offense because they run a lot of good, like, bubble screens, they run speed option, split zone, a lot of good plays that play good against our defense. So
I think the big thing about that is we just have 2 highly skilled offensives, 2 highly skilled coaching staff on each side of the ball, and it's kind of just comes down to who can do their jobs. And when they have all 11 guys doing their job on whatever side of the ball it is, it'll come down to that towards the second half of the game. and the score will show.
Were you guys a part of the 22 team that won state?
Yeah, I was.
Like,
I
go
was
ahead.
starting right half, and then he subbed in a lot for fullback. So
For those of the viewers that don't know what right half is, well, if you've never watched Elk River play, I don't really know what it is, but I probably know what you're talking about. But I get it's in the backfield. It's more of like a fullback running back. Is that right?
yeah, so we run the T formation. We have our quarterback under center, and then we have our fullback behind them, and then we have two halfbacks, right and left. We just say right half or left half to make it easy, and then obviously we have our line that's tight end on each side. So
I just wanted to clarify that for some people that may have not heard of that before. That's more of a scheme thing. That's it makes the offense of Elk River go for 450 yards a game. But just kind of talk about. Sorry, I cut you off for that, but just the experience that 22 year gave you.
yeah, so come out that 22 year, I mean, I would say I had a pretty good jump for varsity level, for getting used to playing in front of a big crowd like varsity, not like freshmen, obviously. And I would say that definitely helped us, like help me develop as a player, and then help develop other players and kind of help them figure out how to do this, how to do certain things, how to get the scheme down and all that. So I mean, yeah. And then being a 4-year or 3-year starter just pays off in the end.
And then for me, I think that year was really my grind year to kind of get my name started going forward. Being around all that talent we had on that team really helped me grow as a player and understand the game better, and just how to stand, like how to carry myself. Week 2, I got a chance to play at the varsity level, and I just kind of took every advantage I could. Towards the end of the season, I was scout running back. I was on every special teams you could name. I was just trying to make my way through the team and just have the biggest impact I could. I subbed in a few times at halfback and fullback, so I was working like all around the ball, really.
Cool. Well, you guys mentioned your coaches a couple times. One of you highlight your coaches, and then one of you highlight your guys' community that's kind of rallying behind you.
I mean, I would say like a big part of our offense is obviously like the talent we have as a team, but the bigger part I would say would be our coaching staff. Like Hamilton's been doing this for 20 years now. I mean,
yeah, 91 and 36, one state championship and multiple section champs. Yeah,
I'd say he's really the guy that brought this offense to Minnesota and kind of what made it popular nationwide, just because, I mean, a few weeks ago we were #1 rushing in the nation. He just kind of
believe it.
Not just him, but our whole offensive staff, our line coach, our running backs coach, they just all think alike, and all the schemes just come together with the small details that we really put together to make plays happen. And then going forward with the community, this year it's been unreal. Just because I don't know if it's just because it's senior year, but the jump we had from last year coming forward it's unreal. Just the amount of support we have from the student section, all the youth teams, and the kids in the community, and the parents are really, I think, what puts together our stadium, just with the noise level and all the chants. But the attendance we have at our stadium for home games is unreal.
Yeah, it's a cool experience. I was their homecoming game, and man, it's something else. I almost got lost during it because like they shut down. I've never been to Elk River, but they shut down like the main street. I don't even know if that's what it's called,
Yeah.
but there's like a parade, and I was like, I don't even know where I'm going, and there was so many people like tailgating. It's like, man, so I definitely see that. One last question for you guys. I've posed it to every interviewee is Elk River will win the 5A state championship if
we do our job and execute plays and play our game, set the tone, and I don't think any team can compete with us.
Yeah, I mean, every game that's been close, like, it's just us stopping ourselves. Like Monticello, we had, I think it was 10 penalties. We fumbled the ball 3 times, and that's why it was a close game. I mean, the first Andover game we played, we fumbled, I think, 3 times, had a lot of penalties, focusing on a lot of other things before the game and after the game because of previous season and outside aspects that were happening. So, I mean, like, I think, in my opinion, we're one of the best teams in the state, and we've been proving that. But the only way we can, not be is if we stop ourselves.
Well, cool. Well, thank you guys for taking the time. Once again, you can watch Elk River play Chanhassen Friday at 2 p.m. at the bank or on your local channel. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.